All right, so the day that many of us have been waiting for the last couple of years has finally came. On Monday, the Young Dolph trial officially started, and they started off with the prosecution of Justin Johnson. And the prosecution, man, they not holding no punches. They started off hot and heavy. They brought in some of Dolph's family. They brought in the medical examiner who did the autopsy. But most importantly, for the day one anyways, they brought Cornelius Smith up. And he pretty much told it all. Even implicated Big Jook. And maybe CMG. Straight Drop's lawyer definitely implicated CMG as a whole. So, with that being said, I am wondering, did Gotti maybe take out his own brother? And I'm not the only one wondering that. Think about it. If they're saying Jook did what they're accusing him of doing, they're pretty sure about it. They even got Cornelius Smith saying that he met with Jook personally. He saw Straight Drop talk to Jook personally. He saw it with his own eyes. Now, with that being said, could that put Yo Gotti and CMG in trouble?
You started out with a different lawyer and you ended up with the lawyer you have now, right?
No, sir. No, sir. He was never hired.
Okay, well, he got paid.
No, he did not get paid.
He didn't get paid?
No,
He didn't get $50,000?
He did not. He ain't signed my jacket saying he represented.
That's not what I'm asking you.
I just talked to him.
That's not what I'm asking you.
Right. You asked me.
He got $50,000.
Oh, wait a minute. Lawyer. So.
Hold on just a second. Ask your question, wait for the response.
Yes, ma'am.
The original lawyer in your case got $50,000 to represent you. Did he not?
I don't know exactly how much he got. I don't know. I can't say.
All right. And you knew that, just we're all clear here, that money came from CMG.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
For reference, this is Justin Johnson's lawyer.
So you talked today, you got paid for what you just testified to, didn't you?
After I was locked up,
You got paid,
my
right?
lawyer was paid. Lawyer.
You got $50,000 to pay a lawyer, right?
I didn't get it in my hand. Correct. I don't know how much it was, but correct. My lawyer got it.
Okay. And there's no question that
Yeah, they paid his lawyer fee of $50,000 after he was already locked up. But they were supposed to pay him $40,000 after the job was done. Right? They were supposed to pay a total of $100,000. $40,000 a piece to the shooters and then $20,000 to Govan, right? Well, they only end up giving Cornelius Smith $800. That's why he ran out of money and had to go back to Memphis. Because he was in Atlanta, but he ran out of money, had to go back to Memphis, got caught. Then, while he was locked up, Justin Johnson gave him another $7,000, which he sent out to his family. If I was him, I'd testify too. Y'all try to play me, bro.
well, that's when you come to your senses.
Yeah, and then Justin had sent me a letter saying.
Well, I'm not asking you what Justin sent you a letter
I'm
saying.
saying what automatically made me come to my senses and like, you know, it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? When he said, cut him loose, take Jook, and quit down with me.
Y'all hear that?
Okay. So, you're saying Mr. Johnson
again.
sent you something saying, he actually said he didn't do it, right?
Now, he didn't say he didn't do it then. He said, cut him loose and take Jook and quit down with me because they ain't messing with us.
Oh, you mean tell the truth? Right? Because he didn't have anything to do with it. Tell the truth.
Nah, he's saying me take the downfall.
Oh, okay.
Cut him loose, let him go.
Okay.
And tell them to quit and him change clothes and quit with me instead of him.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson, this kite you're talking about?
You know, we got rock me and stuff, but we were talking through the vent. I was in each part, he was in each part. We were talking through the vent.
Did you get it directly from Justin Johnson?
Nah.
Did you see him write it?
Did I get it? He said, did you get that? Did you get that kite?
Did you see him write it?
Nah, I ain't see him right. I'm in another part. We
Right, you can't even see him.
But he asked me, did I get that kite?
Okay.
He sent me more than one. He sent another one and said he got $7K. I could take that or leave. After we
Where's that?
I don't know where is it.
You lost it?
Nah, I sent it on out to my folks. Man.
Okay,
Sent
all
it
right.
on out to my folks, my sister.
Okay. So, you started telling the truth then. So, surely by August, you met with the state in August 10th of 22. Surely by then, you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth. Man.
And you would agree with me, the truth doesn't change. It's the truth, right?
Yeah, it's the truth. You know, quick brought me in and set me up for the police to camp me, so might as well tell the truth. If we gonna tell the truth.
Okay. So, today, for the first time
Oh.
ever, you testified that
Did he say Quet brought him in to talk to the police? So that means him and Govan, they railroading Justin Johnson for whatever reason. He probably got the bag and they just didn't pay them. He probably just got the bag and didn't pay them. But back to the point of, did Yo Gotti have something to do with what happened to Jook? The reason a lot of people are suspecting that he did is because he's the link between this case and CMG. What he did could bring all of CMG down. And Yo Gotti with it, right? Definitely could. Definitely could. And I'm, like I said, I'm definitely not the only one that's thinking that.
Let me tell you something.
To this day.
Dang, Yo Gotti knocked off his own brother to avoid getting a life sentence in prison. Yo Gotti beef with Young Dolph done caused many people from both sides of the fence to lose family members in this beef. In the midst of this beef, Black Youngster lost both his brothers, and Young Dolph lost some of his people.
He probably going down too.
Before he died. Yo Gotti moved very sloppy in his beef with Young Dolph because he made several attempts to knock off Dolph while they was in the same city, but every attempt was unsuccessful because Dolph was covered by angels. Yo Gotti and his brother Big Jook allegedly put a local hit on Young Dolph in the amount of $100,000. Two goons, a wannabe rapper, and a dope fiend executed the hit, then FaceTime Big Jook and let him know it was done. The
FaceTimed him right after.
Only received about $800 of the money that was promised to them, and one of the shooters took that as a disrespect and became an informant for the government. Prior to that, these guys were sitting in prison for nearly 3 years before this trial started. In between that, more people was arrested that was involved with the plot. Somebody working for Makita's Cookies, Raven them, remember that name Raven? Yeah, her them, all them people that were connected to her. Now she ain't been arrested, but people connected to her going in, dropping statements, and they getting up out of there. Think about what I'm saying. Now out of nowhere, Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith had two paid attorneys that done worked on criminal cases for the CMG label artists prior. The lawyers was paid $50,000 each to represent these two hitmen. The informant, Cornelius Smith, refused the attorney and decided to speak up on the stand. As the trial for the Young Dolph murder kept being pushed back, in the midst of time, one of Yo Gotti's close relatives was murdered, and Yo Gotti and Big Jook attended the funeral in Memphis. But Yo Gotti literally went to the funeral, and after the funeral, he jumped on the jet and got the hell up out of Memphis. Big Jook stayed in Memphis, and Big Jook was knocked off right in front of his mama. Here's why I think Yo Gotti played a part in his brother's death. Yo Gotti done reached the height of his success with his label. Moneybag Yo winning, Glorilla winning, SG winning, 42 Doug winning, Big Boogie winning, all these artists winning. Think about what I'm saying. He got so many artists, man. He got the hardest artists in the game. He is the Memphis YMCA.
And all of them about to go with Rock Nation.
I like that.
Nation, watch.
Be right now. Yo Gotti is also in business with Jay-Z right now. Then to top it off, Yo Gotti done bagged his longtime crush Angela Simmons. Yo Gotti has made well over $100 million in the past 5 years. Right now ain't a good time for Yo Gotti to go to prison because he living a dream, man. And the only man that could have sent Yo Gotti to prison was his own blood brother, Big Jook. Now, allegedly, on the stand yesterday, Cornelius Smith said Big Jook was in direct contact with them people.
Met with them in person.
Sent the feds looking for Yo Gotti if they would have get them goddamn phone records. Think about what I'm saying. And see, when they first murdered Young Dolph, they picked up Big Jook for questioning, but they released him. But see, that scared Gotti, man. And he knew right then, in order to avoid a life sentence in prison, he probably was gonna have to take his own brother out. Cause he...
Hey, think about this. Big Jook was picked up for the Dolph case, questioned, and let go, even though they knew already that he had something to do with it because they already had everybody else. Govan was already talking at that time. So was Cornelius Smith, apparently. So they already knew Big Jook had a role in it, but they let him go. Why? RICO. Yes. There's more than likely a RICO coming down the pipeline for CMG.
He couldn't do that goddamn time. Because the only connection to him in this whole case right now is Big Jook. Big Jook, damn. So them people gonna have a hard time trying to pin Yo Gotti to this case. Because it ain't about what you know that happened. It ain't about what you can prove happened. It ain't about common sense. It's all about what you can prove in court. Now y'all comment below. Do y'all think Yo Gotti took his own brother out, or them hitters got mad and went and knocked off Big Jook because they ain't get their goddamn...
All right, so that was the big homie Nino Brown. He seems to think that Yo Gotti might have had something to do with Jook's passing too, and he made a pretty good case. We already seen from the court footage that Jook's name and CMG has been linked to the case already. That has been linked to it. Check this out.
Big Jook let people know in his final post on IG that people were trying to snake him. His last post was very eerie and led people to believe he was talking about the closest ones to him. In his final post, he said, "They don't want to face you. They want to snake you. Stay alert to stay alive. Watch your back at all times. Put snakes on the plate and eat great." Now, Big Jook felt his spirit just one day before his death. The people in his organization just wasn't right. He had witnessed firsthand that they were not to be trusted. However, he didn't cut them off soon enough. He told the wrong person where he planned to be at, "When you cut snakes off, you gotta cut off the wolves in sheep clothing too, because you never know where certain things are being transferred from." Now, clearly, some of his associates let his ops know that he was in attendance to a funeral. They made the call and pulled up waiting outside the funeral for their opportunity to get him. Since they couldn't get him right there because of the police presence was super heavy at the funeral, they waited until he got to the restaurant at the repast, which was away from the police presence, and caught him on the way to his vehicle. Now, I definitely feel like this was an inside job orchestrated by people that were definitely close to Big Jook. It's been said that how would one know exactly where he was? Even on social media, he posted that, you know, he had lost his uncle, which turned out to be a major drug dealer in Memphis who was actually married to his aunt.
See, I don't know, man. It's starting to look kind of, I don't know. Could Gotti be that cold-blooded, that cold-hearted, that ruthless? Maybe. It's over $100 million at stake, y'all. So with all these revelations coming out throughout the trial and people starting to try to put two and two together, you know Wack 100 had to say something about it on Clubhouse, right? Yes, he did. Let's go ahead and listen to what he had to say.
It started when you got two niggas in the middle. You got the nigga who got his daughter killed.
Right.
I think he did some telling too, because ain't no way he got a straight conspiracy to the murder and they let him out. Like, I ain't no way. That nigga ain't, that bill gotta be a couple million. They let that nigga out. He been out.
Yeah, he definitely been out. And he violated once. You know what I'm
He
saying? And they
violated.
still let him stay out.
They let him stay out, but I think they let him stay out because he got out before Jook got killed, right?
Yeah, he was out before Jook got killed.
I think they let him out to do that work. They was coming to get Jook. I think they let him out to do that work, to communicate on that end.
That makes
and
sense.
try to build a case on that end. I think they let that nigga out under the agreement that he gonna bring him something on Jook, some phone conversations, whatever the fuck it may be.
But you know what's crazy? Like what I can't seem to figure out is they got all this shit, right? Why Jook wasn't never charged?
Because I think they was building the case. I think they was building the case, my nigga. I think they knew. Bro, they ain't finna let that nigga out when Jook contacted him. Jook ain't even the one that hired them two niggas. That other nigga did.
Right.
Jook, you know what I'm saying? So they got Jook straight up on a motherfucking conspiracy situation. But I think what they was gonna go after, keep it in real, was run through them books to see if that 100 comes straight from CMG. If it comes straight from CMG, they on some thug shit with him.
Man, I was just saying that earlier. I feel like if Jook was still alive with all this shit that's coming out in the case, I feel like Gotti and Jook would have had a RICO coming soon.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nigga, that still ain't over.
It ain't.
You feel like
going down, bro.
Because I don't know how Jook was positioned in that company. If he on paper with that company and he pulled something like that, and they can trace that back to that, that's a problem.
Yeah, you right.
Remember, Straight Drop's lawyer said CMG paid for Cornelius Smith's lawyer, and from what I heard, he paid for Straight Drop's lawyer. They paid for Straight Drop's lawyer too.
Nigga Gotti might be in trouble.
Hopefully that was just some lay around cash.
Some gambling money or something.
Yeah, nigga, bro, you can't fuck around like that. You cannot fuck around like that. And the fact that they tying it all in to that turns CMG into the same shit they trying to do with YSL. It ain't no different.
RICO.
It just leaves
RICO.
Gotti the only motherfucker here to stand in the fire.
Yeah, that's nasty right there. I know he over that
Dirty
shit
work,
bricks
bro.
right now.
Yeah, I would be.
Hell yeah, me too.
I be calling
Uncle Russell.
Trying to get
Russell.
over there, ain't it?
Straight up, I would be. I'd be nervous as a motherfucker. I'd be nervous as fuck, bro, because this shit is, when I heard that shit, I'm like, nigga, hold up. I'm telling you right now, that other nigga, whatever his name was, the nigga they let out first, that nigga that interviewed with Stan G, that nigga, that's him, right?
Yeah, Orange Mount Quet. That's him. Quet.
Govan.
Quet. That nigga's working. They know this nigga dead bang for conspiracy. He the one hired the two hitters. Ain't, okay, what was his bond?
I'm finna look it up right now.
Ain't
90
nobody satisfied
bands,
that bond, bro.
Hey, that nigga Govan definitely working. Guess how low his bond was?
What was his bond?
90 fucking thousand.
Tell you, nigga, not on nobody. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
He on the case with them?
Ain't no nigga. He the one that contracted them.
90,000.
Jook gave him the money. He the one went and contracted the hitters.
Oh yeah, he gonna be a witness pretty soon.
Yeah,
Bro, they let that nigga out.
Up.
They let him out to implement Jook, bro. I guarantee they let that nigga out. The way they let that nigga out, nigga, to get up on the Jook and to help build that case.
That would have had to be. That's the only thing that makes sense. 90,000 niggas be getting $90,000 bonds on gun cases, man.
Gun cases, dope shit.
That nigga found some niggas who was desperate and took $800 up front. That's crazy.
Nah, I believe he paid Straight Drop. I think Straight Drop just gave that nigga
Straight Drop got paid.
Okay, so somebody else.
It was two shooters.
I think Straight Drop got paid and stiffed Govan and Cornelius Smith.
Jook, you got this other dude they let out.
Govan.
Before Jook got killed. Govan, right? Jook gave him the 100. And then he went and found the hitters. He got two niggas. Damn. And by the way it looked, he was supposed to take Dub and get him 40 apiece. And I don't think that happened.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
I think the other nigga got a bag, you know, and the nigga that they didn't pay, get it, girl. The other nigga that they didn't pay, he like, shit, fuck that.
That nigga told it all.
He told everything.
Yeah, that nigga
That's
cooked.
the most honest snitch I ever heard.
All right, man. So there y'all have it, bro. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. Is it possible? Yeah, sure. But you have to be a ruthless, cold-hearted. Ooh. And then, man, I mean, it is over $100 million on the line. It's crazy, bro. This is a real possibility. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Hit that like button, y'all. 1,000 likes. 5,000 views. Let's get this video out there. Push this video out, man. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Goal is 10,000 subscribers. We just over 1,600. We moving right along. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. But for now, it's your boy Charm. I'm out of here. I gotta go cook dinner for the kids, man. Peace.